Welcome to another episode of 3-minute videos with Nathaniel. Today we'll now solve question 1B of MAT Oxford 2016. This is a regular hexagon. Irregular hexagon is 5 in the square of length 1. 5 side length A. It may not be obvious, but this is actually 45 degrees. Let's zoom into this part of the diagram. Looks like a huge mallet head though. Now what is this length? It is 1 minus A. What we are saying here is that sine 45, basically sine will work here, but cos will also work here, but sine will also work here because sine 45 and cos 45 had the exact same values. Now, put A here and then equals to 1 minus A. Interesting relationship, right? We'll put sine 45 equals to the square root of 2 over 2 times A equals to 1 minus A. We bring the A over to the other side. We simplify this fraction. A equals to 2 over root 2 plus 2. Here we run into a problem. How do we divide by surds? Well, what we do is that we rationalize the denominator. 2 times 2 minus root 2 over 2 plus root 2, 2 minus root 2. So what we are doing is that we are going to trick the mathematics into multiplying by 1. But actually we're multiplying this fraction, which means we are making things simpler. We will not expand it because 2 minus root 2, using the difference of squares identity, a plus b, a minus b, equals to a squared minus b squared. 4 minus 2 equals to 2. 2 minus root 2 over 2 equals to 2 minus root 2. You gotta hit it from the 2's? Well, I have when I did solve this question, but there's this little 4 in there to remind us that the end of the world is never near. Look at this irregular hexagon. There's so much to explore when dealing with polygons of this type, especially those which are inscribed with other regular polygons. And we can use a little bit of what we mathematicians call trigonometry to solve this problem. Sine 45 is square root 2 over 2, and there are many other examples of sines. For example, sine 60 equals to the square root 3 over 2. Sine 30 equals to half, and then sine 90 equals to 1. There's a little handy trick on your fingers to remember this. So for the sine, this goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is for 0, this is for 30, 45, 60, 90. Basically, you label the figures as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. The second label is the angles, and the first label, you square root it and divide by 2 to get your sine. That's a rather nifty method, isn't it? And cos is actually sine backwards, and tangent is sine divided by cosine. Now that was a pretty nifty method to remember these values on your fingers. It makes you wonder what your fingers can be used for other than counting. Thank you. Bye.